Hello, everyone, and welcome to this speaker spotlight. My name is Jason Senamore, the Chief Product Officer at SINC USA, and I am truly delighted to be joined by Mr. Mark Annati, the Senior Vice President for IT at Extreme Reach. Mark is going to be joining us at the upcoming Midmarket IT and Security Leaders Forum, taking place from September 14th through to the 17th. At which he's going to be leading an in-depth discussion around what he learned implementing RPA from scratch over at Extreme Reach. Mark, we're very excited to have you joining us for this virtual forum. What I'd love to do at this point is quite simply hand over to you, and for the benefit of those individuals who are registered for the forum to date, just allow you to give a bit of an overview as to what you intend to cover during that session.
Jason, thank you very much, and I'm very honored to be here with you, and I'm so excited to share our journey, which started late last year, in evaluating RPA technologies, and then eventually choosing a vendor to go with, the RPA technology vendor and development team, to help us bootstrap and get RPA going at Extreme Reach. And I definitely learned a lot along the way. And like most projects, it requires good project management. It requires making sure that you know exactly what you want. And we encountered a number of obstacles. We eventually, and we just completed the one project, which was an invoice processing project for our accounts payable department. And that may sound simple, but the flow was very complex. We have many different products. We have a lot of people that have to approve things. We need to make sure the data is accurate, that it's allocated per the correct business unit, that it's booked properly. And of course, all of this needs to be in an environment that is managed properly, has good fault tolerance, that is able to handle errors that we're able to manage going forward. So it's been a really wonderful learning process. We made some mistakes. I'm going to share those mistakes with you. We've had some really good successes and alternative approaches along the way that have been very helpful for us. So that I'll share with you as well. And overall, we're ready now. We're flowing into our next RPA project. And you may not want to take on big RPA projects like we did. A lot of people say, hey, pick the low-hanging fruit, get that going, show proof of concept, right? So we knew that RPA worked. It was more like, how can we apply this so that we get value back, long-term value back from the project? So I'll be sharing things along those lines. No doubt, business continuity, durability, security, project management, documentation, even down to daily development stand-ups, all of that I'll bring up in this discussion.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. And obviously, quite a complex journey that you've been taking. As we know, RPA, there is so many varying levels of adoption around this technology. We're all aware of the value that it can provide specifically to mid-market organizations. People attending the conference, some of them may have embarked on that journey already. Some of them may be hesitant to embark on that journey. So ultimately, what do you want the folks who attend your session to be able to take away from it?
I want people to be able to know that, first off, I'm not a dedicated RPA guy. I'm an SVP of IT. I manage many different areas of the business, and RPA is one of them. And it's been primarily me and another person in IT who have been working this along with the stakeholders in the project. So what I want to share with people is how you can get this bootstrapped, being the only person in your organization. Usually the mid-market organizations, there's not someone you can just hire and bring in and say, you're now the RPA person, you're going to be doing all of this stuff. It's usually something you're going to have to outsource, get bootstrapped into, and then maintain going forward. And that's what I'm going to hopefully relay, is how did we get this going, and how are we going to manage this going forward, where I wear multiple hats. Do you wear
Fantastic.
multiple hats?
I do, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but thankfully for me, RPA doesn't have to be one of them. As I mentioned, really looking forward to this discussion. For the folks who are going to have the privilege to attend, some really great insights to learn. As Mark mentioned, he's not afraid to really address some of the mistakes that were made, as well as, more importantly, the successes that Extreme Reach is seeing as a result of this. So for those who are already registered, be sure to save your seat for this session, sure to be extremely insightful. For those who are yet to register for the conference itself, you can do so by submitting a registration request on this forum landing page. Again, this is the Midmarket IT and Security Leaders Virtual Forum taking place from September 14th through to the 17th. Mark, thank you very much for your time today. Until September, where I look forward to seeing you and seeing you play out your session to the crowd. Looking forward to that. For those of you who are going to be attending, looking forward to seeing you there as well. And again, if you're not yet registered, make sure you do so, as it's sure to be one not to miss. Until September, I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Jason.